Bitcoin is like the gasoline of the future.
The program you are about to hear is largely fiction.
The Rug. Welcome to Under the Rug, a behind-the-scenes podcast about comedy in Web3. Featuring the somewhat attractive and mostly pseudonymous staff of The Rug, where we take money seriously.
I did drop out. I don't know if I'm on the same Wi-Fi as Perchy.
How many Wi-Fis do you guys have?
They have multiples. I'm seeing a notice
None
that
of them
says,
work.
None of them work. You go to the recycle shop and you just grab all the Wi-Fi routers and plug them all in at once, and we'll figure out which one of these works.
I like this little notification that says actual recording is higher quality.
Yeah, we talked about that.
Really
you sound really bad right now, just in a multitude of ways, but we're gonna clean that up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like a really underhanded, like really like a soft diss. Like, hey, trust me.
You sound like shit, but we're gonna hook you up after.
We know all your gear sucks, but we're gonna make it better.
What can it do for the content? If the content is bad, what do they do about that?
Well, you know what Photoshop does for magazine covers. We're going to do that same thing for your content.
Yeah, that's what Liquidia does for MP4, MP3.
That's what this piece of software does.
Well, all right. Welcome to episode 6, definitely in the top 7 of Under the Rug. That is a behind-the-scenes podcast of the hardest hitting, mostly credible headlines in Web3. Got a small crew with us today, small but strong, quite the quartet. Liquidiate on my right, say what's good.
What's good, Metaverse? No, that's not working. I need
No, it totally works. And it reminds me of this. Reminds me of this tweet that Redemption Fox just posted that I really think we should launch tomorrow.
I've been thinking of like a good tagline for myself, and I'm gonna back to the drawing board. I'll be back with something else
okay.
next podcast.
Go draw. Also in the house today is Cute.
Hi.
Hey, hello, hi. How are you? And
doing good.
Good. And his actual recording is a higher quality than it may sound. Also in the room is Perchy. What's up?
What's up? What's up, Metaverse?
Metaverse.
Metaverse.
What's up, Metaverse?
And we also have Mr. Frank America.
Thank you for saying so. I'm happy to be here.
Mr. Metaverse himself in the house.
What? Do you like those really, really lame intro music like they play before like wrestling matches or something? Up next, in the west corner, weighing in, and it's like nerdy coders, weighing in at 112 pounds of pure degen dev capacity.
Unadulterated keyboard madness.
We have apedin.eth. Woo!
It would just be an ENS number.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's right. That's the opponent. And in the other corner, and then this is like, weighing in 298 pounds.
6969.eth.
4472.eth.
I feel like those are grail numbers, and theirs would be significantly longer if they were in that kind of wrestling match.
That's for the pay-per-view.
Oh, right. 1172483972.
Is anybody a wrestling fan? Or I'm derailing us already.
No. Housekeeping. Stop derailing us. We have
okay.
you have a stopwatch this time. We have sections. I'm looking.
That stopwatch.
I'm looking at an agenda, bro.
I totally said I would keep track of time, and I have a stopwatch open on my desktop or on my desk, and it says 0000 because I forgot to start it.
Well, that's right where I see it right here. Intro 000. So I've done that part. So zoom ahead. And now we have housekeeping.
All right, let's get into housekeeping.
And we need some sort of theme music for housekeeping, like
housekeeping. Yeah, okay, we're going to use that. Put it in there. Yes, we'll record a Sorry, we don't need to record a better version because this program will sort that all out. Okay. So
Okay,
housekeeping.
keep our house, please.
Keep our house clean. All right, we
Keep
got some
our house
bullets here. Keep the house clean.
Get out
Keep
your
this,
brooms
let's get this
and your
moving.
dustpans.
Mirror articles publishing every Friday. I mentioned that last pod. We've been putting out some great stuff there. Collect it. We're coming up on triple digits for articles minted, and you can pick one of those up for the very, very low price of 0.002 ETH. A very acceptable number.
What's that,
in
like
my opinion.
$3?
Like $3, three, depending on what Ethereum is doing. It's been crabbing. So I guess on the positive side, it's always about the same price because the price of Ether hasn't really changed that, or the price of Ether hasn't changed that much over the last month or so. So yeah, it's about $2.50, $3.
Frank, how much do those Starbucks iced espressos cost you?
Triple iced espresso at Starbucks. I'm going in for at least $4.52 right there.
See, cheaper than a triple espresso. How about that?
Cheaper than your cup of joe.
Also, as some of you might know, the rug is a property spun out of the BanklessDAO, and as such, we occasionally participate in the forums, and we have our Season 6 proposal up on the BanklessDAO forums. So if you want to go check that out, I feel like there's always like this rush between our quarters in BanklessDAO, we call seasons, and everyone just kind of comes out of the woodwork. It's this
And
mad
just like
rush.
gets a proposal up.
Yeah, I got to throw this up real quick.
Quick. I mean, every 3 months is a lot. You know
I
what
know,
mean?
it
Every
is.
3
It
months,
really
it's
is.
like you got to reinvent yourself. And now we're really awesome 3 months later.
And everyone's like stressing out. It's like, oh no, the due date's coming. We got to get this up. And then what is the rug? We're like, I feel like this is almost like a holiday because it goes into this gap week period where we take some time off. Is the rug like the uncle that shows up at Thanksgiving that all the kids love, but the adults secretly loathe? Is that where we kind of slot in? We're just here making jokes. We'll be out of your hair soon, kind of thing.
Oh, I like that. The uncle comes in and like gives all these gifts that the parents are like, oh shit, now we got to deal with this. Like,
yeah, and there's always the question of like, is he sober or not? Partially sober? We don't know. Just
He like
try
breaks
not
out
to make
the
a
BB
scene.
gun. He's
Yeah.
like, all right, let's go shoot BB guns.
And everyone else
That's
is
the
like,
rug.
no.
That's what you think of us, Liquidiate? Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we're the fun ones. I don't know. Everyone's so serious everywhere else, right? We're just trying to have fun. Yeah.
What's the worst gift you've ever received?
The worst gift?
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the turnaround. Like the worst gift I ever received has now become the best gift, and that is socks. I know it's very anticlimactic, but when you're a kid and you get socks, like, oh, fuck this. I don't need any socks. But now, like I'm an old man, I have kids, I get holes in my socks. I'm like, yes, socks. Nailed it. It's like the best gift ever. What about you guys?
Hey, keep house. What else do you have to do?
No,
We're not chopping peanuts yet. This is a section and it's yours.
That's right. We got
I'm
into
gonna
the
hold you to
peanuts early.
task.
All right. Appreciate that.
Frank, all business.
Yeah.
All business.
Well, he was the one. He's like, well, we're good to sections. I'm going to keep stopwatch. I was like, okay, fine. I usually would just talk.
Do what I say, not what I do. Is that the thing? All right. Word on the street. Frank, do you know the word on the street? What's the word on the street?
What would that be?
Okay, I'm gonna get you. Word on the
I was
street
trying to think of
is
what the stopwatch sign says to you when you're waiting. You know, it's like, and it's like, don't
walk.
cross, don't walk, or something like that. That's what I was thinking, but I couldn't get the joke out.
I lost my train of thought. Word on the street is that we have a volume 2 newspaper style NFT coming soon.
Oh yeah.
That'd be so
Metaverse.
cool.
I'm actually really excited for this. I really loved our
Metaverse.
Metaverse.
We just gotta shout that out like every time we get stoked. Metaverse.
We announce something, just M's on the fingers point down. Metaverse. And speaking of NFTs, I really loved what we did with our OGs, our volume 1. And
they're so beautiful.
Yes, they are. They're lovely.
They're works of art.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying.
And speaking of the volume 1s, anybody who is holding one of those be on the lookout. Be ready to check your wallets because
Ooh, why?
we are going to be possibly, definitely sending out an airdrop.
Supposedly,
Allegedly, supposedly, to those wallets very soon. No, we have it. We have it ready. We're just getting ready to send it out, to ship it.
How many of those OGs did we ever tally it up? How many NFTs did we sell? It's like
Must
over
have been
200, right?
Yeah, like 250,000 or something. It was pretty
just
great.
just a shade under a quarter mil.
we almost got there.
No problem.
We almost did it.
I'm really stoked about the Volume 2 NFT. I think that what did I forget, Discord user said it's going to be, it makes things realer. So we're going to have that for all of us Ruggians, as a way to sort of like grab the best content in a fresh manner and give you something to collect and cherish that has no utility and will never make you any money.
Yeah, back to our roots then.
Broke.
Also,
what else?
We have a newsletter, bi-monthly newsletter. Subscribe to that. It's it's
also bi-weekly.
Is it? Do I always mess that up? That is so confusing to me. Bi-weekly sounds to me like twice a week.
It does.
So that's because it is, and fortnightly is.
Don't even get me started on Fortnite. That video game sucks. What is bi-weekly?
When did it go from 2 weeks to a video game? That's what I'm wondering. They're like, we just can't come up with a name. It's been weeks. How long has it taken? Fortnite. That's what we'll call it.
So we're okay. We're putting out the newsletter twice a month. How about that?
Yes.
That's something that everybody can understand.
AKA fortnightly.
Yeah.
AKA exactly fortnightly.
Exactly fortnightly.
A fortnightly newsletter. Little blip on the newsletter. We're shipping on paragraph.xyz and super nascent platform, formerly called Papyrus. They rebranded, and their UX from the side of the person building the newsletter just got way better. Feels like Substack. You can like smoothly embed YouTube videos, tweets, upload images. It's all just like you just hit backslash, and all of the options for how you can work on the newsletter like drop in a pop-up box. And for those of you that don't know, just 2 weeks ago, like I couldn't even upload an image to this thing. Like I had to like drag and drop images in. It wouldn't read any tweets or anything. And so we're stoked because it's built on crypto rails, and if we want, we can like NFT gate it or token gate it. And we don't really have any ideas to do that, do we? But it's there.
I guess we put that out there. So maybe.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout for that as well.
But anyway, I really like working with it.
Yeah, and it's kind of like
paragraph.
It kind of gathers together a lot of the content we've been publishing elsewhere all into one place, and then we kind of add some extra bits in there for you as well. So the newsletter, check it out, and it's not terrible, right? It's pretty good.
It is. It's not.
It's pretty good.
Sub count went up too. After the last blast.
We're in triple digits.
Oh my gosh!
I think I said
over
that twice.
100.
Yeah.
Over 100.
We're over 100. Getting close to that 150.
That's pretty incredible when you consider the people in crypto going and signing up. Do you have to put in your wallet address to?
You could do either one. You can either create an account with a wallet ID and no Web 2 identity structures, or you can drop an email in.
I take it back then. It's not that impressive.
Redacted. It was impressive just 10 seconds
Redacted.
ago.
It's a good episode title.
Redacted. All right. Also, Twitter. Twitter, you know what it is. It's our main hub for all things The Rug. Fresh headlines there Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. Follow at The Rug News. And finally, wrapping up this incredibly drawn out housekeeping section, links to all of this and more can be found in the show.
You put it at 2 minutes.
No. See, this is how you list timing on see,
we have to readjust your concept.
No. It's not 2 minutes. It's the 2 minute mark in recording.
Oh, see.
That's why the intros is at 0 because it starts at the 0 mark.
So it's 8 minutes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I listed the times up above the line there.
All right.
But we're 15 minutes in.
I know. Yeah, so we're nailing it already. We're killing it.
We're just killing time. I just
like a Japanese subway. We're just always on time.
Is that for the people who listen to their podcasts on like 2.5 times speed?
Exactly. Now you're getting it.
For all those-
Metaverse.
Metaverse. All right. Well, I guess I'm Proust, and now we are in search of lost time.
Yep.
So, can we do another interlude sound? So this is for the chop peanuts. So up next, and then it's like cuts to like a chef sound, where they're like chop peanuts.
Yeah, just so you know, I'm going to leave all of this in here. I'm not going to.
Which the origin of chop peanuts is because it's like crack walnuts, or like this idea of like things to do: have coffee, shoot the proverbial, that kind of vibe.
Who cuts peanuts though? Because people actually have coffee.
No, nobody chops peanuts, because it was a conflation of let's chop it up and crack peanuts. And I was like, oh, let's chop the peanuts. It happened like around episode 1, and it just became a joke.
I crushed peanuts last week. Does that count?
Crushed them.
Yeah, I was
Reminds
making
me
like
of
this.
a stand-up joke I came up with, which is like, it's not good to crush things, ants, civilizations, dreams, except chickpeas. Crush them. It's just like that joke worked. I don't know why, but I always people seem to like it, especially
I love that joke.
The longer I waited and the more awkward I made it, that ship sailed.
Now the new title of the segment is Chop Peanuts Chickpeas. We got it.
Chickpeas. Roger that.
Roger that.
Hummus. So let's see. All right, Liquidiate doesn't go. Somebody other than me is Liquidiate saying he doesn't want to go first. Okay, so first up is Liquidiate, who
I've been talking too much. Give somebody else the floor.
I don't know. You want to chop?
What's the question?
Just chop.
What's new? What's new with you?
No questions. Just like whatever. What's new?
Worst present that you ever received, Perchy?
Oh
gosh.
Jeez.
Bringing it back.
How's the NFT going? How's the new? Give us some deets on the new Ethereum thing after you tell us your worst present. Or not.
Worst present. I mean, my mom would give my sister and I all these gag gifts all the time. Which were, I don't know, they were pretty great. But they were just like these little like gifts that maybe you'd find like in a Spencer's that are kind of funny to like look at, but what are you going to do with like a little wind up like grandma that moves along like with her walker on the floor.
Oh, you had me really nervous there. I thought I haven't been in the States in a while. Is the Spencer's the one with I thought it was the one with all the adult toys.
Spencer's, yeah, that was it. You're right. No, you're right.
So my mom used to get me all these gifts from Spencer's. I was like, whoa, this is going places. Continue.
No. Spencer's is a bad. I would say like Spencer's, but like a less raunchy Spencer's. I don't know where she'd go for all these things or how she'd find them, but just like these little weird like
novelty
things. Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, that's
a lot of them were like wind up stuff. I don't know why she thought my sister and I would love like little wind up toys into our like 20s.
Utility. You can do stuff.
Yeah. They do stuff.
It does more than an NFT.
Yeah.
Unlike NFTs.
That's what I wanted to talk about, because you told me you were you're hatching another NFT.
That is correct. I am a few days away, less than a week away from dropping my next location.
No derailing.
So I've got Goblin Town coming up.
Cool.
Goblin Town's going to be full of all kinds of crypto, the madness that we've gone through in this last year of crypto has been just pretty off the rails. So,
do you take any inspiration from Where's Waldo? Your Bankless Nation locations make me think of Where's Waldo.
Good, yeah, that's the kind of vibe that I'm
like. Highlights.
Do you remember that old magazine? Where's Waldo, but I had a whole bunch of books that were not Where's Waldo. I had Where's Waldo as well, but also these books that were kind of in the same vein, but not exactly Where's Waldo. And I can't remember there's one, it was like this girl who travels around the world to all these like beautiful, like
they're the raunchy ones from Spencer's.
No. These were the great gifts that my mom got like the best and worst gifts.
Are you talking about Carmen Sandiego? Is that
not Carmen Sandiego? No, it was a book similar to like the Where's Waldo books, but different artists, and it was just like you'd have this amazing like fictional like house, and I think there was also like a story behind it as well. Like you had to find these like there was some kind of narrative going on about like hidden treasure or something, and you'd look at these and like try to find like a bunch of different things that were hidden inside of this page. Very similar to Waldo.
Cool. That's cool. Anything else just in Chopland? I mean, what's going on? Otherwise, we'll just jump into these some of these tweets and articles.
No, speaking of craziness, I had to cancel my Disney Plus subscription. Is that crazy enough for you?
You're tightening the belt, conserving the finances.
Things are getting rough in liquidity land.
Monthly subscriptions are no joke.
I know, and they sneak up on you. Like
they take money.
There's some services out there that'll tell you everything you've signed up for. I'm thinking about looking into one of these. I'm not sure, but like I've had to start like things are hitting the chopping block. Like, do we really need this? But
the ultimate power move if you're an oversubscriber.
What's that?
It's a little bit brass tacks. Like you're all in. Order a new card.
I was going to say cancel your credit card.
Just order a new card and watch the emails come in. Hi, we've noticed that you need to update your bill. Like they have to figure it out. It's just like cutting all the strings and being like, figure it out, money people. And then they just start writing you. It's hilarious.
Everyone's just scrambling around, bumping into each other.
Well, because they don't notice for 2 weeks and then they ask you to renew and then they have some amount of time and then they think you don't want to be there anymore. So then they offer you discounts. It's just like this hilarious cat and mouse game. Like, I'm not doing monthly. It's like Amazon Prime, like trying to cancel Amazon Prime. They're like, are you sure you want to go? Well, what if you just stay for like a little bit longer? We'll notify you the day that you can't leave.
What if we gave you a free book?
You're really leaving this time? And then they're like, okay, now it's just free. You don't even have to pay. Just please stay. Like progressively more desperate the more you try to say no.
Sometimes they give you free stuff or sometimes they try to make it extremely difficult to leave.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay,
it's always like this weird like matte button.
Yeah. You have to fill out this 20-page survey and then we'll let you go.
It's so true. Trying to cancel things is just like, it's hilarious.
Nope. That's all I got. Some belt
you got a ledger.
I got a ledger.
What could Disney do to bring you back?
I don't know. Like I kind of watched what they had and that I was interested in. The problem I have with them is like usually when you cancel subs, they'll be like, okay, you purchase this month, your subscription will be over at this date, right?
Oh, they just kill you on.
Disney's like, okay, see you, and then you don't have anything. So I just lost
bad breakup.
Yeah, I lost 2 weeks of possible. I lost for word 2 weeks of possible viewing. I was going to try to make a date reference, but I have nothing right now. They just cut me out right away. Sorry,
you didn't even get that extra fortnight that you anticipated.
Yeah. No, I didn't even get 2 weeks either.
Video game.
Yeah. No, actually, I wanted to watch. For some reason, I wanted to watch Tron last night, and I went to log into my account, and they're like, "It looks like you canceled your subscription. Do you want to resubscribe?" I was like, fuck, no, I don't want to do that. So I watched something else.
Good for you.
Yeah, and
here's to canceling subscriptions.
Yeah,
I love it.
I actually canceled like 5. We're doing it.
It's smart.
Yeah.
What happened with this? Let's see here. Because if you cancel a subscription, you might get a new message from wallet.support@gmail.com. Too bad ZM didn't come today. I wanted him to talk about this.
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Well, I need words. I need words because technical support requires to see how much crypto you have, test transfer, etc. I also give feedback on good seed phrases for security. I'm sure you want to be secure like smart people. It's like, I love this article.
Yeah, this was fun. I was running him through the process.
Yeah, how did that go?
Posting. Yeah, it was good. What I love, and this is just maybe just a me thing, but what I loved about this article is that like I am horrible with punctuation and grammar, And I was like, this is perfect. I could write these all day long because it's just part of the character. Like having this kind of broken English with bad punctuation. I was like, this looks like an article that I would submit and have everyone try to take me seriously. That's how much I enjoyed this.
It'd be a great rotating slot article, like tech support section on the NFT or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think the joke would keep giving, or do you think it would lose wind? I kind of feel like it might keep giving.
Yeah, I think it would have to be like, it can't be at a regular cadence. It has to be like unexpected. You know,
right.
When they reveal like a plot point in the beginning of the movie, and by the time it comes back around at the end, you kind of forgot about it in the middle, and then you feel really smart at the end because like, oh yeah, that's what that was, kind of thing. I feel like this could kind of slot in kind of into that similar kind of feeling. It's like, oh yeah. So it doesn't overstay its welcome.
Yeah, that's interesting. Cute. You want to talk a little bit about some of the brand choices that you made with these like Instagram posts that you're doing? I noticed that you put up some really dope stories for all the articles, and it's really starting to look cohesive. I just wanted to hear a little bit about your process.
All right, Frank, I don't want you to panic, but right when you said her name, she dropped from the call.
Oh,
yeah.
That's okay.
You're going to have to repeat all that again.
Rip. Well, here's from Shiba Inu pajama pants and sombreros to dinosaur costumes and a full buffercorn suit. If you haven't been following the trend of Buteran's public appearances, the writing has been on the wall for quite some time. Want to walk us through this one, Ace?
Ace
Ace McCloud, Liquidiate, Sir Liquidiate. What brought on this article, and from whence did it come?
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
If you look at Twitter, like a lot of us do, is every post of Vitalik, everyone I see in my feed, he's always wearing something just kind of like, oh, okay, that's something new. Like he had that sombrero on, and it's very like on theme for the events he's at, but every public appearance I see him in at these conferences and stuff, he just looks like he's having fun getting into some kind of character, and like these costumes and these things and his wardrobe choices, you might say, I feel like are kind of a manifestation of his personality in a way. And it's just a lot of fun. Like I'm just always surprised at what I see him wearing, like just pajama pants out in public. He was in that buffercorn suit for for like a whole day, and nobody knew it was him. I believe, if I'm
was that at F Denver, or what was that?
I might have been. And just in my mind, it's like this is something a childhood dream of his, but he ended up getting into this Bitcoin and Ethereum thing, and he's been looking for an out. And they've been constantly pushing back the merge was supposed to happen like years ago, right? And it just keeps getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back, and he keeps making these like subtle appearances with like different costumes and characters and stuff. And now that it finally happened, I feel like, okay, yes, we did it. I finally fulfilled the promise. Now I can go do me. So he's just going to ride off into the sunset in his mascot outfit, and then just, spend the rest of his years entertaining people on the basketball court, perhaps. So that's kind of where that came about.
That's so great.
I heard my name and then I got rugged by Riverside. So.
Riverside Rug. I was saying that your branding choices on Instagram and the way that you've been laying out the stories to show the articles is super keen. And I think it's like, yeah, it's really building the traction. And each one of those artifacts that you make is like somehow makes the rug realer. So I just wanted to hear if you wanted to talk a little bit about your process for that, or, how do you whip it up? How do you put it together? Any thoughts?
Yeah, it normally goes something like, shit, it's my day to post on Instagram. And
that's the first step one. Red alert.
Yeah. and then I just like scroll through the Discord, find the image, or go to Mirror and copy the headline. Not much to it, really.
Well, you also make a choice about the way that you lay it out. I noticed like your sequencing is like you're toggling like between colors, and you're doing them in sets of 3. I don't know. There's some cohesion there. So
yeah, and I'm not really. I think you probably think it's more profound than it actually is, but.
So just just say that sentence again and just kind of change the meaning. Flip that meaning and say, yeah, it's very profound. Don't sell yourself short.
Well, bear market stuff. Yeah, this one, Redemption Fox wrote, let's see, what was the, oh, here it is. So if the real profit was the friends we made along the way, can I still get my initial investment back? And, this article just kind of, I think kind of hits something for all like bear market woes, which is just like, I don't know, we're all like green candled out in a bull market, and then this idea that like people are like, oh, I'm in crypto for the technology, for the, development of the Web3 infrastructure in the future, but then like at the end of the day, it's like a lot of tourists that just get shaken off like fleas, and everybody just wants their money back. That's why it's like, I feel like this captured that sentiment.
Yeah. Also, like, talk is cheap in a way. Like when everything's pumping, everyone's like your best friend, and we're like, yeah, this one, yeah, over here, yeah, let's get it, yeah, metaverse, yeah, and then
Right.
things kind of go to metaverse, and then things go to shit. And it's like, well, who's left at the party after the lights get turned on at the end of the night, right?
Who's stuck with a bucket of Sam Bankman fried chicken?
Yeah.
What in the world inspired this?
Oh, that was nice. I like that.
I think I heard on Bankless, like when things are going down, it becomes player versus player. And that's, I think, what this article does a good job of capturing. It's like, yeah, there's all that camaraderie when it's going up, right? But,
right, it's all chummy. It's all GM.
Actually, like, someone's gonna sell at the top, and someone's gonna be buying at the top, right?
Right.
And
that'd be me in 2017. I'll take your Bitcoin bags. Thank you.
I think we just missed the handoff there. I heard the Sam Bankman fried chicken.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, and then you're just left with a bucket of Sam Bankman fried chicken. So I was wondering, from whence did this mouth-watering, savory article idea come from, Perch?
Yeah, this one came when I noticed that Sam Bankman-Fried's name is, if you add chicken to the end of it, it's like fried chicken. And that's
and we didn't change the spelling, right? It really is Sam Bankman fried.
The spelling did not change. That's the key. That's the crazy thing.
So he got us with the intonation.
Yeah.
It's like it's free.
Yeah,
and then when I didn't laugh at the joke enough, he pitched it to the rug.
Oh, it didn't go off your soundboard, so you had to bypass your soundboard. I like
sometimes you just know you've got a gem, and you.
I bet his name actually is Fried, but at some point he's like, I want to sound more exotic. What can I do with this?
Yeah.
So from there, it became Fried.
Well, apparently FTX will launch their initial chicken offerings, or ICOs, in Austin, San Diego, and St. Petersburg, Florida. So all FTX users will receive a 10% discount on their first order of chicken with the purchase of 2 or more combo meals, but Tornado Cash users are blocked from eating.
Yeah, obvious reasons, right?
For obvious reasons.
Yeah.
And also Bankman, I just realized this. His name is Bankman, and he runs a crypto.
Bankman.
That's pretty.
This conspiracy is getting.
I'm living with a genius.
I'm living with the genius. The sheer, power, the mental power. But it is kind of weird that the guy's name is Bankman.
Yeah.
And he's. I mean, is he the new like Wells Fargo CEO? In 10 years, is it all Bankman? Bankman fried?
Bankman and chicken. This is our, it's like Demolition Man, but it's not Taco Bell. It's Bankman fried chicken.
My reward is dinner and dancing at Taco Bell. I mean, hey, I like Mexican food, but come on.
Your tone is quasi-facetious, but you do not realize that Taco Bell was the only restaurant to survive the franchise wars.
So?
Now all restaurants are Taco Bell.
No way.
That's funny.
He seems like he's done quite well. FTX has done quite well in this bear market. They're buying up everything, it seems like.
Yeah, and they bought the Miami Heat stadium. Like I was traveling, I was in Chicago, and I just like randomly saw like a SBF on a poster on the side of the street. I was like, what? It was just like this crypto ad, like in the middle of like whatever, just like urban life. And it was just like, and I was like, wow, these guys are, you're not going to see like a Uniswap ad like out there. So I was impressed.
Well, I mean, he does have his mug on the bucket of chicken, so
Right.
precedent.
Deputo, he enjoyed that one. I really like the blue on that cover.
Yeah, that was a good graphic.
Let's see. Cryptozoologist apparently has this blurry NFT collection that allegedly contains photos of Bigfoot. That happened. What else is going on in the markets? Oh, this is funny. That so the SEC launches this Yuga Labs probe, but not until after Nancy Pelosi established a short position.
Right, that's important.
She's got to get hers, right?
She's got to get, I got to get a foot in the door.
Yeah.
I really like that tweet because it's like, she's out there railing against crypto. And like, I wouldn't be surprised if this was a Rugstradamus situation. And for the uninitiated listener, Rugstradamus is when we do an article or a joke, and then later on it becomes not a joke, but actually what happened. Point in case, what was our big Rugstradamus? Oh, yeah.
Celsius?
Well, that was similar, but we predicted that Bitcoin found in a junkyard was worth basically a USB drive uncovered in a junkyard was worth more than all of who is the big crypto guys that scammed everyone? Not Celsius.
3 Arrows Capital?
Yeah, and 3AC. We had a tweet that said Bitcoin found in shoebox outperforms 3AC. And we did it.
Right. Yeah.
And we did it a month before they went belly up. And I was like, oh, so that's Rugstradamus. And I don't know if it's Pelosi per se, but this idea of like and I say this, in jest because it's not like a real, like I'm not out there like studying the politics, but it's just like there's such a clampdown on crypto that like, I mean, it may not be Pelosi, but there's probably somebody out there who's has a little knowledge of the market. And I think that's what that speaks to. Although I don't know if it would be Pelosi, but apparently Binance had a huge hack. And CZ had to convene an urgent meeting.
Mm-hmm.
How did this one go, Liquidia? What did that meeting look like?
Well, I mean, he had to get all of the validator operators in one place, right? To kind of go through this. And the only way to do that was to set up some mirrors, 20 to be specific, so he could get all 21 validators in the same room.
These are our newly arrived surgeons, Doctors Trowbridge and Greenbaum.
Doctor?
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 And doctor. Well, we miss anyone?
Present, CZ, present.
And then it was like, we need a plan of attack, and then I'll just do what you do. And then we're like, okay, let's do it.
All in favor?
Show a hand.
Can I a show of hands?
I mean, would this be a Rugstradamus as well? Because didn't Binance just have to, or was that?
This was after.
Yeah, we were on the coattails. We were on the coat. That was a reactive tweet.
That would have been so good if we had beat that.
Oh.
If you had front run that.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
Metaverse.
For those of you who don't know, for the listeners who may not know, Rugstradamus was a famous prophet or wizard from like the Middle Ages. Is that correct?
Was it the 1400s or something? Was he like was he a druid? I don't know what they found. These old stones that had like it's like those like sandpaper stones where if you like put them on imprint paper, they create these like negative imagery, and then when you decode that and invert it over this codex, it turns into all these like wild predictions that are funny.
And it's so
Rugstradamus.
wild. Like if you look at some of the predictions, how like he predicts Bitcoin basically. I think.
Yeah, I think he called it Batcoin, but he drew the symbol like the bee, but it had wings, and so scholars debate Bitcoin, Batcoin, tomato, but it was close.
A little bit hazy. That's pretty close. You have to give him like credit for that.
Super credit. I mean, when they exhumed his tomb, I think bats flew out of it, and so nobody could understand how they lived that long. It's some sort of Egyptian spice that.
So
I don't know. It was wild.
I'm confused. Was he a prophet, a wizard, or a druid? I heard all three. This sounds like the beginning of a bad joke.
Your 2 bank is now worth less than your 2 cents, Liquidiate. So just mind your P's and Q's around here.
Yeah. That one's true. That one's true.
That one hurt. Yeah. I almost didn't want to tweet that one.
No, but sometimes we gotta poke fun at our own community.
It was funny. It got impressively low numbers.
I'm laughing and crying at the same time.
I know. I think people are like, freaking Rug, why'd you have to go and say it? Like, we knew it was true.
It's funny, but this is a punch to the gut. Come on, guys.
Let's see. So Christie's auction house confirms this stone bear for like 420 ETH. What was the joke here? Like, what Sotheby's did something, or I know this was on the coattails or something. Give me the rundown on this one.
Basically, this real world appraiser, like some stuffy art appraisal person, takes a look at one of these NFTs and gives his best professional appraisal of its value. And it just so happens that NFT is worth 420.69 on the dot ETH.
Oh gosh,
that's just what it's worth, according to his professional opinion.
Just gold. According to my professional opinion, this is worth.
It was like an old guy with a magnifying glass, right? Just really
exactly.
What is the resolution of this? I got to get in there and see those pixels if I'm gonna do this proper.
That's pure gold.
Yeah.
Solana's doing the outage thing again. So there's this whole startup culture where it's like, it's not a bug, it's a feature. So they came up with this new feature. It's called maintenance mode.
Everything that makes it successful is exactly what makes it dangerous. It's a feature, not a bug.
No. Okay, no. What are we going to do about it? What do you suggest we do about it?
You're going to make me say it, aren't you? Fine. We built a monster. We need to kill it.
Yeah, I'm enjoying maintenance mode, and I don't even have a Solana wallet.
They let you know what's happened.
Right.
So when you go to the blockchain to sell your NFT, you're like, this is maintenance mode. This is part
this is almost isn't a joke, because I think this is sort of what is happening. Like aren't they embracing that? Like
they are. It's all about embracement. I really think that is. Like if you look at Solana on Twitter and the whole, the Solanians, they're all really getting behind maintenance mode. And they're like, blockchains need development. They're like cars. Sometimes you got to take them in. And apparently there's quite a little following.
Their website should just be like, you go to it and it's just like a download bar. It's just like in progress, and it's like almost at the end, but you're just kind of waiting for it to complete. That's the maintenance mode. They're updating software. It's version 2. We're just adding new. It's a hot patch.
Hot patch. In other breaking news, the economy.
But I'm gonna put in one. Now.
I love this one. The son who told family to buy ETH. This is totally me. ETH at 4,500, and like I should put a little asterisk, like in a haughtily manner, like while like looking erudite and like sipping gingerly on like your green tea. Oh yes, you definitely want to buy Ethereum at 4,500 ETH. I would just bet the farm on it, and then they're still loved and cherished by their family. That one hit close to home.
I also picture like the son just like coming in and say, hey, do we have any money in shoeboxes anywhere? This is the time. It's going to 10K. Yeah. You got to get in this now.
Yeah, I know.
Hey,
that's the hard part. Is in the bull market is when we tell everyone to buy because we're excited. But then it goes down, and everyone's like, "Why'd you tell me to?" We need to tell everyone to buy in the bear, and when it's bull, just not tell anyone.
I want to cash out my mutual fund. You're not supposed to touch that until you're 35. I don't care. This ship is going to sail, and I want to be on it.
No, yeah, exactly. That's why MicroStrategy rebranded to only one strategy. They're just like, okay, that's it. It's clear. We have a clear line of sight. Gosh, it'd be fun to do a Michael Saylor impression. Bitcoin is like the gasoline of the future. Gold, bonds, stocks, commodities, none of these have any place without the technology. It's a little bit Terrence McKenna, though.
That's the
technology
good.
of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to change our economic prosperity. And by the way, if you don't have Lightning Network, I'm not benefiting from this advertisement.
You need a couple frustrated sighs.
Yes. Frustrated sighs. Gosh, frustrated sighs. He's like, he has these epiphanies and he has to process them on stage in front of thousands of people.
My brain is overheating. I need to
Bitcoin. Turns out the merge is. This is funny because this goes with freed and fried. Turns out the merge was actually pronounced. How was that?
Mergé.
Mergé.
Yeah, mergé. That's right.
It's like Target.
Sounds like Sounds like something you drink over ice.
I'm not going to Target. I'm going to Target.
Target. Remember that?
Yeah.
Started to feel really cool.
I never stopped.
That one's so good. It works on so many levels. The mergé.
Oh, mergé.
I'm not
yeah.
gonna explain what the levels are, or
abort.
Yeah.
Abort.
I'm sure you guys get them. I'm sure you guys are appreciating all the levels, though.
Yes, they're at least 2 layers there.
Yeah. Tiramisu. I totally just yelled into my microphone. Apologies to the editor. Oh wait, that's me.
Oh, that's you. Yeah. Sorry, bro. Let's see. Starbucks size is even stupider in the metaverse. Metaverse. We talked about this before we went on. Starbucks reward points. I'm not saying this joke. I don't like this joke.
This will be Mark Zuckerberg's next meta. Do they do like these meta, like how Apple would have the Apple conferences where they get out? Does Mark Zuckerberg have a version where he does that for Facebook?
Oh, right. I have no idea.
Where next one will just be him like coming out just shouting metaverse over and over and
takes off his t-shirt and starts like swinging it over his head in a circle. Metaverse. Like a college football game. Yeah, he's got face paint on and a wig.
About Mark Zuckerberg's latest 45 minutes of chanting metaverse.
Falls off stage and breaks his left femur in a metaverse frenzy, which is unusual because this is supposed to be all virtual reality, but somehow he broke his femur.
Do you feel like we're watching Facebook just slowly like crumbling and maybe Mark Zuckerberg slowly going insane?
I read a news article yesterday about it, and everyone's getting really annoyed because he's like ditched Facebook to work on the metaverse.
Can we turn this into a joke? Like right now, is this where we're heading? This would be good.
What's the set? Give us the frame up, bro. I
think the joke is Mark Zuckerberg shouting metaverse for 45 minutes at the investors. I like that.
This is like a joke that only we will get because it's part of this podcast, though, right?
Recent
inside
investor meeting.
No. I think this joke plays because like he's gone. Everyone knows who's followed like Facebook lately knows like he's become obsessed about the metaverse and he's like gone all in. And I think he's even like he's mentioned like to his employees like, you know, a lot of you, to be honest, don't belong here. Like just
really
talking about like the people who aren't like fully on board with
really? Trying to find a picture of him yelling.
So he comes out on stage with a t-shirt and it says Facebook and then it just has the thumbs down and then he just starts shouting metaverse. Is that it?
Oh, here I found it. This will work.
Some like not that exactly, but yes.
Oh, I just wrote a recent investor meeting consists of Zuckerberg yelling meta for 45 minutes straight. But that's just getting us started. I'll put it in the chat.
Oh, I thought you meant that was something we already posted.
No, I was just trying to create tweet copy based on what you said.
Turns out we did this.
Rugstradamus already.
I'm putting it in headlines.
Again.
If you want to edit it, I did find an image of Mark that kind of looks like he's yelling, and it's funny because there's all this money behind him. Look at this. I'll put it in.
What if he just starts doing it at one of those hearings he goes to ever so often? One of the Congress persons asks him a question, and he just starts saying metaverse over and over again.
Does that picture work? So somebody hop over to headlines and workshop this copy with me.
I think we should use the creepy picture of his Zuckerberg as his metaverse character.
Oh gosh.
He's like a teenager.
I don't know if there's anything creepier than the memes of him drinking water in front of Congress. Have you seen that? He's like super tiny sip of water. Just like, I'm so stressed right now. I'm going to try to sip this water.
In order to do that, we believe that we need to offer a service that everyone can afford, and we're committed to doing that.
Well, if so, how do you sustain a business model in which users don't pay for your service?
Senator, we run ads.
I see. That's great.
Did you hear they added legs? They added legs to the avatars.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Congress still. It's like, what?
How are they going to walk into like metaverse Starbucks without legs?
Apparently, they've been working on this for years, and the technology just wasn't there before now.
But now legs.
The legs, yeah.
So Zuckerberg introduces legs, starts chanting metaverse over and over again.
This is the tweet to beat. What do you got? Recent investor. We don't have to say recent investor meeting. We'll just say like quarterly.
Yeah, what are the names? Every time I try to think of the names for these meeting types, I'm at a loss for words.
I don't know. Quarterly report consists of Zuckerberg yelling meta for 45
Do we have a picture
minutes.
of Zuckerberg up on a stage?
Yeah.
Talking to a crowd of people? I think that would be...
We can do a Zuckerberg on stage. Cute.
Wearing
me to it.
Wearing the Oculus or not?
Either
this
or,
is funny. This is a good one because he's laughing and like
everybody else is wearing the Oculus.
Laughing.
He's the one not, right?
Can he laugh?
No, well, once you make a certain amount of money, you're not allowed to laugh in public because nobody wants to see you be that happy. You know?
Right. You have to
look at this one.
Yeah, keep it inside.
Does that work?
Yeah, I like that one.
Look how happy he is. Perchy, what do you got on this tweet copy though? Somebody write
Quarterly
that.
report consists of Zuckerberg yelling meta for. I think it has to be metaverse for some reason.
Metaverse.
Metaverse, yeah.
And then what was this? Markets?
There's probably no way we can do this, but could we get like a 10-second clip of Mark Zuckerberg yelling metaverse or someone that looks like Mark Zuckerberg?
Go ahead and make that happen. Right? You just snap your fingers, Perch.
I don't know.
No, you do the cutouts where you have.
Oh, it's a share. They're called shareholder meetings. That's what they're called. Shareholder meeting consists of Zuckerberg yelling metaverse for 45 minutes straight. I mean,
shareholders concerned.
Yeah, there we go. Shareholders concerned
after Zuckerberg yells metaverse for 45 minutes straight.
Shareholders concerned.
Recent investor meeting or during recent meeting?
After Zuckerberg, yeah, we were getting it. After Zuckerberg
or shareholders' confidence like reinforced.
Shareholders delighted.
Shareholders delighted.
After Zuckerberg yells metaverse for 45 minutes straight in recent meetings.
Delighted, tickled.
Like he's got endurance. Like that shows he's.
What would be another if they're not delighted?
This podcast has like gone full circle because I found an image of Zuckerberg yelling at a wrestling match.
I think this blue tie image though, like, oh gosh. Let me see what you got, cute. I'll check it out.
Elated.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. He's like cheering at a cage match. It's like an ultimate fighting cage match. And he's like, go, go, go. Shareholders.
But then it says he rented out the entire arena for himself.
Just so no one sat next to him. Let's see.
No,
Shareholders.
It's former
elated?
Facebook employees that have to battle to be on the good ship meta.
How about exhausted?
Shareholders exhausted.
I mean, I don't know if it's as funny as we think it is, but at least it's funnier.
Like they just get really exhausted and throw their Oculus in the trash on the way out.
We just throw a breaking on this bad boy and
yeah.
call it a day. Let's ship this thing. I'll post a screen grab. Let's see here.
Yeah, I've just been listening a lot to like recent meta news, and so they're hemorrhaging money because of this pivot into the metaverse. But like I think he's got like some special control over the company. Like he's still like the founder that owns the company, right?
Yeah, I remember internal communication emails being like Zuck level sign off only and stuff like that.
Yeah, like he's in control of one of the. Is it the biggest? It's probably not bigger than one of the biggest, companies in the world, and just controlled by one guy basically. And
he invented the 51% attack because he is the 51%.
Okay, I'm posting it in drafts.
Yeah, he 51% attacked his own company.
That's fun. Him and CZ ought to just like 51-49.
It's like the toddlers all trying to play the same toy and they just keep this is mine now. It's mine.
Yeah, or like kids playing football.
Right.
All right. Look at what do you think? Tell me if we should
shareholders exhausted after Zuckerberg yells metaverse for 45 minutes.
Yeah, if you like it, one emoji and we're sending.
I like it.
Okay, let me just think about each word here.
Brass tacks here for a moment. Make sure we got the copy right.
Shareholders exhausted after Zuckerberg yells metaverse. Metaverse in quotes, I think.
It is in quotes. Look at the.
I was going to think like TED Talk.
Oh! I see. Yeah. Shareholders exhausted after Zuckerberg yells
metaverse.
I could
maybe delete the comma after yells for 45.
Okay. I can see a no comma after yells situation.
And maybe write out minutes.
Can we put metaverse in capital letters?
Ooh, good
call.
I really all caps is. Oof, I want to push back on that. To me, it's too much.
Okay.
I will go with minutes and no comma. I like the suggestion, but I just think because breaking is in all caps, so visually they'll be competing with each other.
I could totally do one of those videos where we cut out the mouth and then I just kind of I'm yelling metaverse and just kind of put it behind, lay it in the layer behind this image.
No one's going to stop you from whatever you want to do in this world. You go make all the parodies.
Polite way of saying that.
Is this funny? Are we tweeting?
No one's going to stop you.
No one's going to look at it, but no one's going to stop you.
You like minutes spelled out, Perch?
I like minutes spelled out, I think.
Okay, I'll post this grab and then let's ship this.
Triple espresso. No one's gonna stop you. You
just triple espresso on ice.
Yep.
More expensive than our Optimism NFTs. All right, there it is.
Like, obviously, this is great, but I was thinking of it from the perspective of like TED Talk flops after Zuckerberg yells metaverse for 45 minutes straight. Instead of like a meeting. I was like, just
like he's at a TED Talk.
Posted the same image, Frank. I think that's just the same image.
It is, but it says but it's the exact same image. So
then this is a recurring joke that Zuckerberg just keeps going to these different conferences and venues, just yelling metaverse, and they all
like he's at like open mics.
Yeah. He's at TED Talks. He's at open mics. He's at some school cafeteria.
He's just like out there
cutting the ribbon, opening something.
Metaverse. Yeah, he's at the town hall.
Shareholders exhausted after Zuckerberg yells metaverse for 45 minutes straight in recent meeting. I like it. Wait, should we say Meta shareholders or Facebook shareholders or just shareholders?
I think shareholders,
right?
Fine.
It's all good.
Yeah,
implied.
This is great. I support this.
What do you think? Cute? Is it shippable?
Yes, I approve.
I think Zuckerberg asked his number 2. Should I just yell metaverse at this meeting? And then they said nobody's going to stop you.
Nobody's going to stop you. Okay, tweet it. We actually wrote a joke.
OMG,
and we're probably at time.
We are.
That brings us to the end of this string pulled along on this Under the Rug podcast, where we aim to give you a look behind the headlines and into the funny, where we take money seriously, Crypto is risky, guys, and comedy is risky, but we're headed north where it's cold and we might meet Santa Claus, and you'll probably need long johns and wooden socks and warm apple cider because winter is coming. So prepare for the worst, and as always, thank you for listening.
All right, everybody. 3, 2, 1.
Metaverse!